Hey guys, my name's Jeremy Ensley. I'm a Washingtonian, and this is my ride. This is my latest and greatest pickup sprayer. I've never seen anything like it before. I just dreamt it up in my head. Started gathering parts one day, or actually it's over the course of about 2 years gathering parts, and then I started building. So this thing started life as a 1995 Dodge Cummins. The passenger side over there was in an accident. I think the guy was drinking a little too much. Sorry about the wind. And he clipped a telephone pole. So anyway, the suspension was crushed up into the door. So I bought it super cheap and ripped all the suspension, the axles, everything out from underneath it. And I went ahead and I bought a M35 military truck. I totally tore that apart. That was actually kind of hard to do. It was a really nice truck. I felt terrible, but I just decided it was cheaper to do that at the time. That was probably 6 years ago. So it was cheaper to do that than to buy all the components from like Boyce Equipment. So anyway, yeah, I just tore everything I needed off of it and sold the rest. So there again, I mean, the amount the axles cost me, probably $1,000 by the time I sold everything else, and yeah, super cheap. So there's my coolest strap. It holds the muffler on. It's just a wire. It actually it's working pretty good. You can see my weld broke though. I need to put a clamp around that. That's the muffler for the little putt-putt motor right here. It's not for the pickup. The pickup's straight piped. I mean, really, you can't run something like this with a muffler. So I'm super proud of this build because number one, it's pretty cool. I guess you could almost kind of call it a farmer's rat rod. I really haven't seen anything else quite like it. The number two thing that I'm really proud of is just how inexpensive it was. I built this 3 years ago. This will be its 4th season. It's already paid for itself. It pretty much paid for itself every year, or it has paid for itself every year. It's just cool. It was just a really fun project. You know, farmers sometimes don't have an awful lot to do in the winter, so to piece all the pieces together, you know, there's a lot of pieces involved to make it all work. And I built the boom. There was no design that I copied or anything. It's all my own. There again, cheap. I wanted to do it just as cheap as I could, and after the first year I found a couple flaws, but anyway, I fixed them. So now, knock on wood, it's going together fine. I guess I'll show you guys inside the cab. So I had to beat the floor down. Oh, safety first, by the way. Always use gloves when you're mixing chemical. So, oh, and that's not where I hide my key. So anyway, yeah, I bought this suspension for the seat, and I had to smash the floor down in the backside to make it work, but it just barely fits in there. Spalding seat, wrecking yard, super comfortable, and I didn't want the airbag to go off, so I put this nifty steering wheel. Other than that, all the gauges are stock. The pickup came with these. They don't usually work, actually. And then this is my spray control. So this is kind of different for guys that don't know sprayers. This is a GPS controlled set of booms, essentially. There are 9 booms on this sprayer. So, and the reason for that is it just cuts down on overlap. Chemical is extremely expensive. Farmers don't want to have to spray chemical, but we just have to, or we'd have nothing but weeds. So if we can cut down on the amount of chemical we use, it saves us a ton of money. So that's what this system does. And other than that, yeah, pickup came with this nifty shifter, B&M. This is just standard, but yeah, obviously it's 6-wheel drive instead of 4. This isn't real fancy, but it does the job. Got my hydraulic valves back here, and yeah, the cup holder works, but I'm kind of scared to use it because if it splashed on this is kind of expensive. So I don't usually use the cup holder unless it's in a bottle that has a cap. The buddy seat does not have suspension, and yes, I've given rides to people and I felt really bad for them because I'm sitting here in this nice plush comfortable seat and they're getting yeah, banged around pretty good. Anyway guys, that's my project. Sorry it's so dirty. It's been working hard. I just now got a day off. I've been spraying a lot, and we can't spray when it looks threatening, like it's gonna rain, or you can wash a lot of money off real quick. So yeah, it's dirty. It's the way it usually is. And when I started spraying fertilizer, you can see it's rusting up the bottom and the front there. Any exposed metal that's doesn't have a good coat of paint on it just gets rusted real quick. So I need to address that this winter, get a really good coat of paint on that. Most of the rest of it is coated up pretty good. I go into crops that are this high when I'm doing fungicides sometimes, or garbanzos, and anyway, it just rubs the paint off. So anyway, I gotta constantly fight that. Other than that, how are the 2.5 ton Rockwells holding up? Really good. I changed the boots a couple years ago, and I already got one that's torn. It's the only thing I don't like about them. They're just, I got to get some better boots, I guess. Oh, I'll turn on the lights real quick. They're kind of cool. So yeah, I got like a night rider light there. It's kind of goofy, but it's kind of cool too. I can change it to go back and forth, but I kind of like it doing what it's doing there. Yeah, I put all these lights on the tow bar, and you can see these shine back towards the boom. These are ahead, these are ahead. Works pretty good. I don't spray at night hardly at all, but if I do need to, I can. It is kind of scary though, because I'm following the GPS. As long as I go around the outside once, I'm following the GPS, and I don't really even need to see outside. So guys, looks like it's gonna rain. I think I'll head back home. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Thanks for checking this out. And hopefully the coronavirus will be gone soon and we can get back to our normal lives. Thanks.